The 825 TKL is a robust and versatile tool. Its universal attachment plate allows for a variety of tools to tackle all sorts of small to medium construction and landscaping projects. The articulating rollers make the machine even more versatile, smoothly gliding over the contours of the most difficult terrain. The machine is also equipped with a secondary hydraulic track tensioning system which prevents detracking. Tension will always be maintained, even when driving in reverse. General safety features. To use the loader, you must be over 18 years old, of sound body and mind, and familiar with the machine as taught to you by someone with experience. You must also read and understand all safety messages and instructions in the user manual. Pay special attention to the safety decals fixed to the body of the loader near specific hazard points. The loader must always be operated in full compliance with all state, local, and national regulations, including OSHA regulations. Attachments can change the center of mass of the machine, so be aware when you use them. Never operate the loader under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or prescriptions that prohibit operation of machinery or any other substances that impair your cognitive or physical ability. Always wear proper PPE while moving or operating the machine. This includes eye protection like safety glasses or a full face shield, earplugs, a hard hat, gloves, and boots. If you're working near traffic, wear reflective clothes. Never wear loose-fitting clothing, jewelry, or anything which could get caught, and keep your head and facial hair pulled back while operating the machine. While moving or operating the loader, stay clear of any moving parts. The track loader attachments and moving parts can cause serious injury and even death. Always operate the machine outdoors and avoid standing near or breathing in the engine exhaust and fumes. Engine exhaust contains toxic carbon monoxide gas that can cause unconsciousness and death. Only use diesel fuel in the 825 TKL. Do not smoke or operate near flames or sparks. Fuel fumes can catch fire or explode. Also, avoid operating near flammable dust or vapors. If possible, keep a fire extinguisher capable of extinguishing petrol fires near you while you operate. Only operate when there is enough light, either natural or artificial, and allow for plenty of side and overhead clearance between the machine and buildings, fences, trees, and other obstacles. Also, use extreme caution if moving the loader down any incline, especially trailer ramps. Never leave the loader unattended while the engine runs. Stay away from the tracks of the machine while running to avoid being crushed. The loader is designed for a single operator to stand on the platform. Never allow for more than one person at a time. If you ever feel unsafe, step off. The machine will stop operating automatically. If possible, pick a work site free from bystanders. If you cannot avoid having others on the work site, keep all observers or co-workers at a safe distance from the machine, and use traffic flag personnel, signs, cones, and lighting devices to warn or divert traffic and pedestrians. Stop the machine immediately if anyone comes too close. Always call 811 before you dig. If you don't, striking buried electric cables or gas lines may cause an accident, interruption of services, damage to the environment, or even hurt someone. Cut fiber optic lines conduct strong laser light, which can injure your eyes. If you do accidentally hit a buried line, immediately stop and call 911. Transporting the machine. Barreto recommends transporting the 825 TKL using a trailer with a minimum gross vehicle weight of 3,500 pounds. Before towing, make sure that the towing vehicle is in legal operating condition and exceeds the minimum tow weight. It must also be in good repair and have trailer lights if required by local towing laws. The towing vehicle receiver hitch must match the trailer coupler style and size and be securely fastened. When attaching the trailer to the vehicle, cross the chains under the trailer tongue to prevent it dropping to the ground if the trailer comes loose accidentally. Only leave enough slack in the chains to allow for proper turning of the vehicle. Never leave enough slack for the chains to drag on the ground or leave too little so it's drawn too tight. To load the machine, park the trailer and the towing vehicle on level ground. Start the machine. Drive slowly onto the trailer bed with the bucket as low as possible to lower your center of gravity and remain stable. Once on the trailer, secure the TKL using tie-down points located on the machine, then shut it off. As you tow, always obey all local traffic laws. Allow for extra clearance around your vehicle and stop after a few blocks to check your load and retighten the hitch to the ball if necessary. When you arrive on site and are ready to unload, start up the machine. Again, lower the bucket as low as possible to prevent tipping. Drive slowly off the trailer until the tracks are completely on the ground. Before you operate, before you start the engine, look to make sure nothing is worn or damaged. Replace any worn or damaged parts and all bolts as well to maintain the loader's balance points. Always check that the engine and hydraulic oil reserves are full. Running the engine without these fluids could seriously damage the engine and hydraulic pump. Before starting, also check for leaks using a piece of cardboard. Hydraulic oil is under extreme pressure while the machine is on. If touched, it can burn or even poison you. Also, familiarize yourself with the controls and features of the machine. Display panel. If equipped, the display panel shows important information and warnings. It also has several buttons that enable your attachments. Normal information is displayed in blue. Warnings are displayed in red. You can also select track drive speed on the display panel to better control the machine attachments or while driving in tight spaces. To change the speed, press the Speed Select button once. Then press it repeatedly to cycle through the speed drive options. Main controls. There are two joysticks on the control panel. The left-hand joystick controls the track system and speed. Pressing the joystick forward, backward, left, or right will drive the loader tracks in that direction. The right joystick controls the lift arms and tilt of the attachment plate. To raise the arms, pull the joystick back. Push the joystick forward to lower them. To tilt the attachment plate up and down, press the joystick left or right respectively. If you press the right-hand joystick forward all the way, you'll engage the float action feature. When engaged, your attachment will follow the contour of the ground. Attachments. You can use any industry-standard universal attachments from various manufacturers on the TKL. Attachments lock in for use on the universal mount plate. This plate is located on the lift arms at the front of the machine. To connect an attachment tool, disengage the lock pins on the TKL mount plate. Tilt the mount plate slightly while driving the machine into the attachment tool's pocket. Once the TKL mount plate is in position, lift up slightly. Tilt the mount plate back and engage the two lock pins. These pins prevent the attachment tool from falling off while in use. Attachment tools can be non-hydraulic or hydraulically powered with high or low flow auxiliary connections. High-flow attachments such as mowers, trenchers, and augers require a high volume of hydraulic fluid to power the tool constantly. Low-flow attachments such as four-way buckets and grapples or other attachments with a hydraulic cylinder require low-volume flow. The Barreto 825 TKL is equipped to connect to both. The low-flow quick connect fittings are on the left side of the lift arms. These are identified as Tool 2. The high-flow quick connect fittings are located on the right side of the lift arms. These are identified as Tool 1. Press the LF tool button on the left side of the display panel to enable Tool 2. The upper rocker switch on the lift arm joystick controls this tool. Switch the tool direction flow by pressing the switch forward or backward. Press the HF tool button on the right side of the display panel to enable Tool 1. The lower rocker switch on the lift arm joystick controls this tool. Again, switch the tool direction flow by pressing the switch forward or backward. If you step off the ride platform, the presence switch will stop whatever tool you're using. To restart it, step back on the platform and press the LF tool or HF tool button again. Operating the machine. When you arrive on site, always do a site assessment first. Look around for any conditions or obstructions that could hinder loading or make operating the machine unsafe for anyone. If there is a source of sparks, flames, or unknown vapors nearby, do not operate. When your assessment is complete, set the throttle to low. Turn the key to accessory. If it's cold, let the glow plugs warm before starting the machine. Turn the key to start. The engine should fire in a few seconds. If not, don't run the starter more than 20 seconds at a time. You could damage the motor. Warm up the engine at medium idle without any load. Don't use the machine if there are any warnings on the display panel. Travel to the job site using the left joystick. When driving the machine, avoid drop-offs, embankments, and slopes. The loader can be driven at a maximum slope of 20 degrees. Driving on any incline increases the danger of the loader losing traction or rolling over, especially if the surface is wet. If you lose control, get out of the way to avoid getting injured. Drive especially slow on all inclines and only make gradual turns. After the job. Once you're done, move the loader to level ground and park. Never park on a slope. Turn off the ignition switch. Never leave the machine running unattended. The muffler and engine get hot enough to cause serious burns. Always make sure the engine is turned off and let the machine cool entirely before transporting or performing maintenance, cleaning, or touching the engine, muffler, hydraulic lines, or hydraulic fluid. To clean the machine, wait until it's cool and then spray it down with water. Once clean, run the machine briefly to remove water from moving parts. Once you return to the shop, complete all other required cleaning, lubrication, and battery maintenance. For more specifics on assembly, warranty information, maintenance tasks, diagnostics, and more, consult your owner's manual and visit www.barretomfg.com.